Hey, you there. Just wanted to let you know you are now listening to the AK Mindset Podcast.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the AK Update, episode 60. And we are back again, all three of us. I know I missed the last couple, but yeah. We got Ed and Rajel. Why don't you say hello to the people, guys?
Hello to the people. Hello to the people. We're back again. Yeah, looking forward to it this time.
Yeah, what's good, people? Hope all is well. Hope you've had a blessed and interesting, energetic week. And I hope you're ready for our discussions and the fun stuff that we end up discussing, as always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if you're new here, to keep updated with us, you can find us on Twitter at AK Mindset, Instagram at v.ak_mindset, and we're also on TikTok at AK Mindset as well. And obviously, if you're watching on the YouTube, we're here. But yeah, so episode 60, we did go up to a lot in this past week, but I feel like it's always right to start with the news, so we move over to Rachel for some quick hitters.
Yeah, I got a couple quick things that I thought was very interesting. Firstly, Moana 2 trailer dropped, and it's the quickest, in the first 24 hours, the most viewed trailer by Disney, which is crazy because I thought that we were not here for this. I vividly remembered the kind of I would say drama that happened when this was announced. It was like, is it unnecessary? Just another, do we need a number 2? But it seems that people wanted to see Moana 2. Moana 1 was elite, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think the viewing numbers in the first 24 hours for the trailer shows that there's kind of eager anticipation to watch this? Or do you think they just because it was news, they wanted to view, or because it's Disney, they want to just check it out?
I think it's a bit of both, I'm surprised it's the most viewed in 24 hours of all the Disney stuff. But at the same time, people that hate it, and it's like I don't want this. It's gonna they're gonna watch it just to say see, this is exactly why I didn't want it. So there's gonna be hate watch, and people wanted to watch it anyway. So the views, I don't think it shows that people want this, but obviously the Disney's gonna see it's they really wanted this. So I think it's a bit of both.
What about you, Dan?
I guess because when Moana first came out, I believe it was one of the most popular Disney films, at least in recent times. So I guess I'm not too surprised that the trailer for the sequel is garnering so much interest. I mean, if I'm speaking from my perspective, I don't really see the point of a sequel. I can understand where they might go, but I mean, again, I don't really see the point. But I'm probably not gonna watch it. So yeah, but I mean, if it's good, hopefully it'll be good for the kids. But yeah,
that kind of brings up a thought thread that I had. Obviously, over the last couple months, or even the early part of this year and last year, movies have not been doing the numbers that they usually expect to do, and obviously changing culture as moviegoers. I know myself personally, there's only a couple movies that I know I will make the effort to go out to. Obviously, most recently Dune 2, which I had to make sure I was there, and anything else that is relatively new hasn't garnered that kind of public attention or necessity to go out and actually purchase a ticket. I wanted to know if you guys feel like this will actually equate to actual physical tickets being bought, or people just going to wait for it to come out on Disney Plus, which it eventually will.
I think it's going to equate to tickets, just because of interest of what are they going to do? I don't think like Daniel said, I don't think it needs a sequel, but what do they do in this new movie that's going to justify why there's a new movie? So I think it's generally going to equate. Maybe it's definitely not going to be as much as Disney expects, I think, but it's going to pass my expectation of how many people are going to see it. I think definitely it's going to reflect highly.
are you on the same kind of wavelength? You think, Dan, that people are actually going to show up for this?
Well, I know the kids will be interested because I don't think they really care like that. So the parents will be there. So that those are the tickets that will be confirmed. It's more about like maybe just the adults that enjoyed the first one. I'm not sure if they might just chill on Disney Plus. But I think similar to Ed, it will do good numbers because I mean, I don't think it can be that bad. So yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I definitely don't think it's gonna be a bad movie. It's just like,
same.
would it make sense though? But sometimes Disney surprises us and actually hit it off the park. But especially with the animated movies compared to like the live action ones.
True. Like if it ends up being something that people discuss and say, "Oh, it's a good movie," I will give it a watch. I'll just see what's up. But yeah,
Ooh. You know what I forgot about actually?
Let us know.
No, there's like a kind of a boycott of Disney.
Oh, so we can't even go. Damn.
So there might be like there's gonna be generally affecting the numbers because I know for sure places like Starbucks are like the stocks are dropping daily. Same thing with Disney actually. So I think it's gonna affect the number. I just thought about it just now. Unless Disney turns around and supports Israel and that kind of discussion there. But I think it's gonna affect it from that point. Because I know people in real life who don't even want to have Disney Plus.
Really?
Yeah, so I think it's gonna affect the viewership. Even if it's a little bit, I think it's gonna impact it a little.
Okay, fair enough.
Something worth keeping an eye out for.
For sure. We'll go to the next news topic from Rajel.
Yes, this one is a super quick one, just to present the success of One Piece last year and their performance obviously on Netflix, being the most viewed show in the second half of 2023, with the series racking in 71.6 million total views, with 541.9 million hours viewed, which is crazy. The next comparison, they clear them. Like, the numbers are ridiculous. That's impressive and kind of speaks volumes to, that they were doing something right and they were doing something unique that people kind of engage with, even though it wasn't perfect. It's good to see, live actions being a success. What do you guys think about the last year's numbers for One Piece?
Damn, I didn't know it was that good. But impressive. Hopefully Netflix puts like more money and more effort into the next installations of the series. So it's only positive, I think.
Yeah, man. What about you, Dan? Because I don't think you watched it, did you? In the end? Oh, you did. I lied.
Did watch it.
I lied. Yeah. What did you do? Are you surprised by the success or?
Not really. I mean, everyone wanted to get on it, and they were hyping it a lot. So, I mean, good for them. I mean, I'm happy for the actors at least, and the people on the the staff. But
Production.
Yeah, I mean, good for them. That's all I'll say. I mean, I didn't think it was that great, but I mean, to the general audience, they enjoyed it, which is a win for them.
Yeah, 100%. Cool to get the general audience, people who have never experienced the One Piece world, involved. And yeah, that's my little pieces of news.
Okay, so I think we can switch to a topic of interest. I'm not sure who wrote these, but we have Comicon. So yeah, we did go to Comicon last Saturday. And I think we can just take some time to talk about our experience and what we thought of the event as a whole. So I'll go to Rajal first for his thoughts to kick us off.
Yeah, man, being a baby in the game, first Comic-Con, really impressed with how many people are diverse people from different cultures and just everything. We were coming together to enjoy anime and manga and TV and just cinema. It is crazy art, books. I was kind of overwhelmed at some points. Overwhelmed because there's so much walking. Bro, like, how much walking can... When I got home, my legs were hurting. I was like, why? Why do you walk so much? But yeah, it was, let me just say, the walking was worth it, because being able to see all the different stores, talk to people who are very passionate about their craft, whether they're writing a series, whether they have art, whether they are cosplayers and take pride in putting together a piece that they've worked on and designed and put their heart felt into it. It's so beautifully organized, man. Like, just to get that amount of people in one place for the span of 3 days, we only went on the Saturday, is very incredible. But it did rinse my account. Luckily, there were some wise people. It's crazy that the people who were younger were the wisest. Who were saying, save your money. They were confiscating cards. But yeah, man. Save me from destroying my account.
Okay. What about you, Ed? How did you find it? The veteran. 3 Comicons attended, now 4.
Comicon number 4. It was a great experience still, you know. I think, not surprised, but I think every time I go, I was like, oh, I forgot how, I don't know what I'm looking for, intense, or like how full-on Comicon is. There's a lot of people, like Rijal said, a lot of talent, a lot of like integrations of different diversity, and there's everyone. You have your anime people, you have your video game people, you have your movies and Star Wars and stuff like that. So every single time, I'm like, wow, this is an experience. I think I was talking with the boys as well, like where we're this. Like, I think my favorite bit of going to Comic-Con always is just like cosplay spotting. It's like, oh, that's that character. Oh, that's that character. Oh, I don't even know what that character is, but that looks cool as hell. So it's just that's one of my favorite things to do when I go Comic-Con, and it's good. And yeah, there's a lot of walking still. I can't lie to you, my legs were killing me. Jeez, I'm supposed to be used to it. I'm supposed to be veteran, but it was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah, it was amazing, man. It was amazing. But yeah, it was good. Even the food was nice.
Yeah, the food was good. The lines are crazy though.
The lines are crazy, bro. It's the wait, and some of the prices as well. You're looking like, that's how much? How much?
Excuse me, but the crazy thing is because you waited so long already. You know, you're gonna buy it still.
I am hungry, but Daniel was a smart one. The man went to one area, waited for like 5 minutes, and got his food. But it was good, man. We went as a group. It was a nice experience. I think the first time I went, it was like only 3 of us. So going with a bigger group almost every year after that is more interesting, because obviously different opinions, different things. You see people getting excited about different things as well. I finally got my sword. I don't know if I've ever spoken about this on the pod before. I've always wanted a sword from Comic-Con, and I always get that late. And when you get that late, the swords you want is not there anymore, and they hack up the prices as well, because there's like little left. So I'm glad I got the sword. I got my mangas and everything, and I spent way too much money. And can you imagine my sisters? I don't want to say, hey, uncle, give me a card. Violating me, but they're all right. They stopped being good time. If not, I would have probably spent more. But as well as Daniel and Rijal as well, they're looking at me. Even Rijal, who spent money, was like, I think it's enough. It's time to go. But it was a great experience. I'm glad I got to spend it with the boys from the pod. But yeah, it was great. It was great.
That's lovely to hear. So, as you can tell, we went, we had a good time, we enjoyed. I think for me it was nice just to see like all the different people from different backgrounds. You can really see how diverse the attendants were, and also just like all the different stands, like some of the things that people were selling. I didn't buy their comic in the end, but I wanted to shout out I think they're called Sovereign Comics. It's like this, I guess, independent comic book. And they were telling us about their comic book universe, where like one half is educational and the other is more like your topical fantasy comic series. And I thought that was quite interesting. And like I liked the educational spin that they put on their I guess like their story. And then also to the band as well. I think it's Press X. They're pretty cool.
So
That guy has very good stage presence and really knew how to entertain the crowd. So yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's special. I can't. We sat. How long have you done it? We sat for like maybe 40
Probably
minutes.
half an hour. Yeah.
Watching him every time I would look at Daniel, I'm like, "Wow, this guy is talented. This is crazy."
Yeah, Don was going into the crowd. He's just going into the cameras. Like it's mad.
He was enjoying himself because we saw it like right at the end, and it was like, oh, we're almost done. And the guy went on for like 20 minutes still.
See, that's what he kept doing. Man.
It was good though. It was good. The crowd liked him as well. Yeah, you can tell it was experienced, but it was good. You could tell he was having fun as well,
100%.
which was important. But yeah, it was fun, man. I think Comicon was just good. I think the only bad part I can think of is just the walk-in. Because did you guys notice to walk to the start of the place in the first place was long?
Yeah.
I was like, am I in the Hunter exam? Why are we
Actually, feels like that.
What's going on?
I don't mind walking. So
I saw that on TikTok. I was like, that is exactly how I felt. They took it right out of my mind. It's like I was I can't even do the tune, but they were just walking and walking. I was expecting to see Gun and the skate and Kilo and the skateboard. Oh yeah, it was. I didn't notice one until I got back. It's like my legs are gone. I checked my watch. It's like 12,000 steps. I was like, what? When was the last time I did 12,000 steps, bruv? But it was fun, though. It was fun.
But that's how you know it was a good day, because that whole time when I was there, I didn't notice that I was tired. That's how you know it was until I got home.
Down on the train, I was like,
yo, I might not get up. I actually might not get up. And I have to quickly mention my journey home with a sword in my bag. Through If I tell you how many people, because obviously I got off the DLR and I had a decent walk, and it's sunny outside, so I might as well walk. How many people were just looked at me like, huh? What is this? What? And then people were fully changing their course because I'm so dumb. I was so dumb. I had I had the hilt outside of the bag. I should have done it the opposite way around. I should have had the hilt in the bag.
Because they want to stand a little bit.
100%. I should have done that. But having the hilt outside the bag just looks dubious. And I should have maybe carried a Chopper figurine in my left hand so people know that.
People know.
It's not actually a sword.
I like anime. I'm not
an anime fan. I'm not those killers.
Gangs.
I'm not them.
You're maybe one of the miscreants running around with those machetes.
Thugs, bruv.
I'm not one of them delinquent youths. You're
lucky, bruv. Mine was twice the size of yours.
Yours was huge.
So I couldn't hide any bit.
Nope.
So people were just side-eyeing me. As soon as I came out of a certain point,
stopped there talking to him about it.
Talking to me, like laughing. It's like, oh, make sure you can just use that and clear out. I was like, what do you think this is, bro? This is not a machete. What are you talking about? But yeah, the looks, they're like, someone just looked like, black people. I can assure you, that's what people were thinking, because it was crazy. It was just like a massive sword with a hilt. I was like, I just wanted to take it out and show it's plastic, but if I do that, people screaming.
100%.
Breaking news on BBC today: a black man who is Nigerian and definitely not an English person was in the bus. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but anyway, it was worth it though.
Yeah, it was. I did have a wholesome moment on the train. A little boy and his dad. One of them little boys shouted Naruto because I still had my New Year headband on. But that's the moment I knew. It's getting time to start taking this off. No, it was elite, but I think it's now it's time because I'm getting further and further away from the con. Like this headband on my forehead is gonna make less sense the closer at home I get. So I took it off, but it was wholesome and I appreciate it.
But that's one of my favorite bits of the thing, though. When people, because mine was low key. My sister was like a bit on the nose, so everyone in the Comicon was like, "Oh, SpongeBob." But me is like, "Oh, it's that Lil from One Piece."
Oh, so that's who she was. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
you didn't know? She is SpongeBob.
I didn't know. I was wondering who she was. I was
Don't kill me.
SpongeBob. But yeah, for me, it was like, "Oh, is that Law?" It's like, "Oh yeah. Where do you get this from? Where do you get that from?" So many questions. Like, "Oh yeah, you get it from Steady Hands." Shout out to Steady Hands, do an amazing cardigan for me. But yeah, it was fun though. It was fun. I'm glad you guys liked it though, because I was worried, like, would you guys even rate this?
It's
all
cold.
the walking, it's crowded and everything, but
I'm happy
you guys enjoyed it.
Absolutely loved it.
That's good. It's good. All right. All right. We can move to the next topic of interest. Miyazaki's son. So, Rizal, I assume you wrote this.
I was indeed the one. Yeah,
All right, lead
so
us.
Miyazaki's son, he stated when collecting some honors, he stated that the golden age of anime is over. And I was wondering, is he right? And how, because he didn't really, or it wasn't written, what he perceived the golden age of anime is, but we can probably guess probably like the 80s, stuff like that. But do you guys think that the golden age of anime is over? Do you? Because I somewhat do kind of agree with him, but also don't.
I mean, even now, everyone says like the new gen, innit? So to a point, the golden generation. I don't know. I think you never know. There must be like amazing animes that still come in front of us. So how do you equate what the golden age is? But that's what everyone does, isn't it? So it's the golden age of this team's football team. It's the golden age of this writers and stuff like that. But probably from our point of view, we're probably inclined to agree more because like it's more nostalgic for us. The days of Cowboy Bebop, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and then but now it's the new guys and it's just the new gen, we'll call it, and stuff like the golden age. So I agree to that point of view, but it just depends on each person and what do you think the golden age is. Because some people who started like anime when like My Hero Academia got really popular, that's probably the golden age for them.
100%.
My Hero, Demon Slayer, and stuff like that. And like, the ones before that is just like the old generation. So I think it just depends on the generation you speak to. The younger ones probably is like, oh well, now is the golden age. So point of view in it. Perspective is what I was looking for.
Perspective. What about you, Dan?
I mean, to be honest, I don't even understand what he means by golden age. Some kind of a difficult thing to comment on. Is it over? Maybe it's over in terms of like maybe TV anime because you've seen a lot more anime movies than I feel like. And when I say like anime movies, I mean like of stuff that usually you would expect to be on TV. It used to be a thing where like anime movies were just like, oh yeah, it's an extra thing. Now they're actually like you have to watch it to follow the story. So maybe that's what he means, but like or
So
maybe
like,
it's just
are
like
you
the
saying how we
quality.
experience it then? Is that what you're kind of saying? How we experience
It's
it?
either that or the quality. Like maybe because so much anime is being made, it's like not as the same. Like just quantity is quality over quantity. Maybe it means in that sense. But yeah, I can understand because I think you get a lot more drab these days, like with all these crappy isekai series or dirty fantasy series that are just like bottom of the barrel fast food series. I can understand. I don't know, but you get a couple of gems, but yeah, I can see why he would say that. It's a weird statement to say though, because I want to know what he considers to be the golden age.
Yeah, same. I think that was like my thoughts exactly. I was like what? How do you define that? That's such a hard thing to kind of, put words to specifically, and like from what angle are you trying to attack it? What kind of aspects of the anime that's been produced, or the way we experience it, or just anime as a medium, how it's developed? Because obviously, it's like a journey, isn't it? It's just the growth of anime. It can't really stop. So like, it's not like it's different. The golden age that he perceives as golden age is not really distinct from this age because it's like a sequence. It's connected. Like it followed. That had to happen for us to have this, and like we're going to continue to wherever is next. So yeah, man, I don't even know, but hopefully, I might try to look into it, see if he speaks on it, and see if generally other people what they think about it. But yeah, guys, if you are watching on the YouTube, leave a comment. Let us know what you view as the golden age of anime, or if you can kind of bring some sense to what Miyazaki's son was saying.
Okay, that's cool. And then I'm gonna give Rizal a break from talking and switch over to something that I saw. So recently I got two things. One's quick. So Diamond No Ace is getting another anime season, so that's cool. Very excited for that, even though I've read the manga. What about your thoughts, guys? Are you gonna be watching?
I will be there, front row.
Mm.
Oh my days. Oh my days. That is new to me. Diamond No Ace. I'm glad that wasn't written down so I can just react to that. Like, that's crazy.
Brand new, right?
Yeah. When it's coming out?
I'm not sure about the day, but I know it's in production, so maybe within the next 1 or 2 years.
We love to see it. I can't wait, man.
Exciting stuff. I'm excited. It gives me an opportunity to catch up.
Watch it.
Actually watch it properly this time and not. Yeah. The less we speak about it, the better.
Yeah, that's still top 3 funniest moments on the podcast.
I was bamboozled. I was like, huh? And also, you know the people who watch it. It's like, sorry, which one were you talking about again? It's like, oh, this one, when this happened. It's like, oh yeah, you skipped a punishment thing. It's like, that explains why you man like this a lot more than I do, because I just don't understand it as much. Obviously, because I skipped a whole season. But
yeah, that's crazy. But you got time, so
you got time.
And then another one. I just seen this on Twitter. I think I don't believe it, but because I hope it's not true. But they're saying the next arc of Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle, is going to be released as a movie trilogy. I want to say like I hope not, because that's just going to be flipping long. 3 movies. I don't know. I'm not here for that. So
you know what's going to happen. It sounds exactly like what's going to happen. They're going to milk it.
Yeah, that's nasty, man.
Daniel, I have no idea how you gave me 2 of the most, exact opposite reaction to news. Like, you made me so happy with the Diamond and Ace one. I was smiling and I was thinking how happy I am. And then you said that and I was so sad.
I'm sorry. Okay. This is my actual news story. So the illustrator for the Apothecary Diaries mangaka pleads guilty for tax evasion, and let me just read what she pleaded. She was evading tax for about 47 million yen, which is close to $300,000 US.
Sheesh.
So yeah, but they've paid the tax that they've evaded. So
nice.
I'm hoping it doesn't affect the manga. Yeah, I'm selfish. I know. I really care about the series.
100%. 100%.
I mean, he was only evading taxes, man.
Legit.
None of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody was dying. Nobody was, inappropriate.
Yeah. When I was reading it at the start, I was like, oh my God, what are the chances is another series that Daniel loves that's getting sniped because of crazy author. But no, it wasn't
vex
as
me,
bad
I'm
as
not gonna lie to you. If that actually happened, I would be vexed because I love this show.
Yeah. Because everybody remembers Act Age. But
Pain.
Yeah, I was just happy. It's wild. I was happy that was tax evasion, which is crazy.
I saw tax evasion, said yes.
There's a little fist.
I mean, it's just a little bit of tax evasion. It's fine.
It's alright.
I mean, you could do that accidentally. Like accidentally,
yeah.
like you could just.
I mean, 47 million yen is not accidental, but still. But yeah, and it's paid now. Yeah, just get back on the grind, bro.
Yeah, man.
Keep producing great.
Get back to work.
For the man to enjoy. Well, that's wild. We've gone through it with this kind of. Yeah, please, suffering. I beg in the name of God, everybody else that enjoyed that series, please don't be stupid.
Yes, please. I don't want any more stress, but Joe, we're coming back to you before we close it out for the overreaction.
Yeah, man, overreaction time. And this time is not my overreaction, but this is the Instagram comment section of Crunchyroll overreaction. And I don't know if it's overreaction, because to me, it's valid reaction, but also Crunchyroll could say, why are you following us? But to be fair, Crunchyroll released or posted an image of a scene in the recent My Hero Academia episode respecting recent character's death.
Oh, yeah.
With a comment section which I can't reiterate because I will spoil it. So yeah, comment sections were going crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I feel bad because I was reading through the comment section and it was just I was laughing. I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is great. But these people are genuinely in pain. I was like, I can't be laughing at people's pain. So let me change my energy. But yeah, do you guys feel like they are overreacting because they do follow these pages and they can just block these pages, or are Crunchyroll out of their mind given they are an anime like platform and they know how passionate people are and they know that they shouldn't spoil people?
I mean, I feel like it depends because like stuff like Netflix and Crunchyroll, you know, the episodes get released like what, weekly, and you know they're gonna talk about it. So I like in the point of view of like I'm not even gonna follow them in that sense of like if I'm getting I don't know. But at the same time, there's other series I don't watch right now. So imagine if I wasn't like caught up to My Hero, I will be spoiled on that. So at the same time, it's like, but I'm following them, but not because of My Hero, just because they're Crunchyroll kind of vibes. So I understand from both ways because honestly, if you're really worried about spoilers, just don't follow Netflix, don't follow My Hero, the news networks. Don't keep it like just keep your thing free, bruv. But at the same time, they are the kind of the last person to expect, like, oh, by the way, this person is dead. Farewell.
It's crazy.
Because I'm just trying to imagine my reaction when I'm just scrolling down because I saw that post as well. So I'm just scrolling down. I'm not copying My Hero. I'm just like, oh, wait, what? I swear this character just got introduced. What happened? So yeah, in that sense, I understand the anger. But if you're that angry, I feel like in that kind of way, not to like victim blame, I guess, why are you following him? Because you know they talk about anything. It's like this is not the first time Crunchyroll like posted of like, oh, we like this. They did to Rengoku and stuff like that because, well, it's Crunchyroll and it's a weekly thing and the movie got posted. So they're going to talk about it. So, yeah.
What's your 2 pence, Daniels?
Oh, I'm gonna take a very hard stance. That's opposite to Ed. They should not be doing that, bro. Like, bruv, like your Crunchyroll, you're supposed to, people follow you for other stuff. Like I don't know, what you're gonna be streaming for the next season. You can talk about the character without spoiling the outcome. You could just be like, oh, shout out to this character, blah blah blah. They were the star of this episode. You don't have to be like, oh yeah, rest in peace to my person. That's dumb. And the episode just dropped. Of course, people are gonna be upset because if I'm just scrolling on Instagram, oh yeah, and I haven't seen the episode yet, and I'm like, oh, bro, I'm getting spoiled. And then I see it's Crunchyroll, and I'm like, bro, so you want me to legally stream, and then you're spoiling me on the stuff that I'm streaming? Allow me, man. You see, that's just another reason for me to not do legal streaming. They're spoiling you, bruv. They don't even give you a break
for following them.
Watch it. Yeah, that's another reason why.
That's a good point.
To tweet that. You don't have to post it, bruv. There's other ways to post it.
I can't lie to you because I didn't even know it's as soon as it came out. So I'm thinking it's like a week later.
Nah, it was as soon as.
The same day.
Exactly. That's nonsense. And Viz do the same thing whenever they post the chapters. That's why I don't follow them. They'll be like, oh yeah, in this One Piece chapter, this happened. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let me calm down.
Because imagine
No,
like the same character in Jujutsu Kaisen and it's like, oh, Viz, by the way. Because Crunchyroll's going to do that. Oh, we love this character so much. It's sad he's dead. People are going to riot.
They will.
So at least give it like 2 weeks, no? Then even then, it's like, it's 50-50. Like, because people, take time to, what if you haven't watched the season? It's like, I'm going to wait for the season to finish, then I can binge it. Not anymore. You know what happened.
Do you think they do it purposely?
I think I agree.
To drive engagement? Because they could do it like Daniel said. They could legit just put this start of the episode. That's a smart way to do it.
If anything, they're going to lose. Like Daniel said, why am I going through this just to like get spoiled? Because I am being a responsible person and watching stuff on Control. And Control's like, oh, well, F you then, because you watched it with us.
Crunchyroll says, "Hey, you should have been patented. You should have been ready."
I was trying to be nice, but yeah. Same day is wow. That's diabolical.
I do agree.
I just don't understand. Like, you don't have, the thing is, you can just do it a different way.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like no critical thinking, and they're not taking into account. What if it was you? What if you had to read that? They probably got to watch it early because they work at Crunchyroll. But like, bro, people work. We don't always have to. We might not always have time to watch it within a week. We might have to wait a bit, and I don't know, man. I don't know, but yeah, it's I don't think it's an overreaction. It's valid.
Yeah,
in
I
my
agree,
opinion,
man.
anyway. Okay. Ed, do you have a hot take before we go to the weekly watches or reads?
I don't have a hot take, but I had a news that I did like last minute ish.
Okay.
Do you man
So,
read Sakamoto Days?
I do
Sakamoto
not.
Days. I do.
Because I wanted to start that. I started it, but I didn't go too far into it, but I want to really get into it. So there's again an anime adaptation. It's coming out in January. So I thought that's a bit exciting. But
On Netflix, right?
on Netflix, that's kind of links to like a hot take. Do you think people are just like, it's a hot take to think that anything that goes to Netflix is just doo-doo? Because people are like, oh no, like, oh, excited that Sakamoto Days is getting anime, but oh my God, it's going on Netflix, it's going to be terrible.
I would say Netflix have improved their attention and how they are dealing with anime in general. I do think it can go either way though. There is some Netflix adaptations or Netflix or it's going out on Netflix and it's like, wow, that's just so not done to the level that it needs to be done. But I would say that people should be open because it does feel, maybe they're lying, but it does feel like they're putting a lot of effort to growing anime on Netflix. So you shouldn't just be like, rah, it's going to be a bum. It's going to be dead because it's on Netflix.
Yeah, fair enough. What do you think, Dan?
I think similar to Joel. I mean, they've improved a lot, at least in terms of like the amount of anime that they have. They clearly are pushing it. I think it was last week you guys were talking about like the top 10 watched anime and like the amount of shows that you are listing off. And some of them I was like, oh, right, that's on Netflix. It's kind of wild. So, and I think I'm just trying to think back. So like Delicious in Dungeon, My Happy Marriage, those are two that are Netflix exclusive anime. I mean, they're just the hosting of the platform. They're not really doing anything.
Producing. That's like
they're just the platform. So. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have a problem if it's on Netflix nowadays because they're not doing the thing where like I wish they had this before with JoJo where they actually just released it weekly. Because now they're doing it where they release things weekly, and I feel like they understand the benefit. I just wish they knew earlier. But that's really my only gripe with them with that batch release rubbish they did for JoJo because I really did kill the hype for Part 6.
Yeah. But I think most people just think, oh, Netflix. But Netflix are not making it unless it's like stated like Netflix is making it. Like all like Haikyuu's on Netflix, they didn't make it. Demon Slayer's on Netflix, One Punch Man, Delicious Dungeon. None of these are made by Netflix. It's just like Netflix is the exclusive streaming service for it. Which I think the only problem I have is what Daniel mentioned of like it killing the hype sometimes because most people don't know it's on Netflix. Like I think it happened to Villain Saga where it was only on like Prime and nobody knew it was on Prime and stuff like that. But the quality is still the same. Like there's a studio that makes it, and if it's a good quality anime, it's good. So if it's technically affecting, it's not really the fans. It's more like the production studio when it comes to making the money back. But yeah,
the only people who are actually actively killing anime is Disney. When anime is in Disney jail, and it gets me. One of the topics that really I'm passionate about because some of these series that have just flown under the radar because Disney they don't rate and don't respect it and don't just do it justice, and now people aren't even able to see it. Are you mad?
Heavenly Delusions?
Are you absolutely mad? If I start,
I'm going on Disney, it's like, oh, this is on this. Since when? Tokyo Revenge is on Disney? When did that happen? But yeah. But I think Netflix, just give it a chance. Rest easy, because Netflix didn't make it. It's just that it's like a streaming on Netflix, but the quality shouldn't be reduced just because it's on Netflix. if that makes sense. But yeah, that's me.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that surprise news entry. I think we can move on to the what did we watch or read, and you know what? I'll go to Ed again. You can kick us off.
Yes, so I didn't really watch or read anything this week, but I have been listening to a specific podcast, and it's changed my life. Not changed my life, that's a bit dramatic, but I've just been listening to it every single day. Not changed my life, but I've learned the knowledge I've gained from this, and I've been listening to it like literally non-stop every day for like the past week. Multiple in a day sometimes, and it's a brazy title, I can't lie to you. It's called My Favorite Murder.
Which one is your favorite one? The one that
but it's just two amazing women just speaking about like cases of like serial killers, normal killers, and some like really brazy topics, and how injustice or justices that's taking place. Like, oh, can you imagine that there's like a statute of limitation when it comes to like certain topics? Like, what do you mean there's a statute of limitation for like something, which means like, oh, if like after 20 years and we don't have any evidence, we're just gonna let it go. So which means someone can do you dirty, but we can't find any evidence, but it's gone. Because the statute of limitation is like 10 years. So after 10 years, we don't care about the case anymore. So it's basically, it's heavy stuff though, I can't lie to you, but it's like kind of in my line of work-ish and what I've been interested in for a long time. So new information about stuff I knew about before is like, oh wait, this is linked to that, that's linked to that, that's linked to that. And I think the two women, I don't think I've listened to it because it would be very depressing, but these two ladies, respect to them, because I'm laughing, and which is crazy because how am I laughing when they're talking about such heavy topics? Because it's just very comfortable and it flows. I'm like episode 20 of the podcast, and I said like last week. So it's been a crazy. And it's like, I think there's hundreds of episodes, which is kind of a bad thing and a good thing at the same time because there's that many kind of crimes and crazy stuff happening, but it's really good. I would suggest that if you guys anyone's interested in true crime, My Favorite Murder is an amazing podcast. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to, I guess, but not watching or reading.
Okay. Rogel, what about you?
This week I haven't been reading much, like some light manga just to catch up and stuff. But watching wise, unfortunately, I didn't watch a long form, but I did watch Doctor Who, the new series, and has been, well, obviously this season is very divisive for various reasons, and I do believe after watching it that people are they're not watching it and just enjoying what it does well. I think people are having larger conversations that's bigger than just a TV show when it's just a TV show, if you know what I mean. And I have enjoyed many aspects of this series so far, 5 episodes in, and there's also some aspects that I haven't enjoyed, and that just comes with anything that you watch, but definitely worth the watch. And I'm a big Who fan. I've been a Who fan for a very long time now, so there's not much that can get me out of this universe. So I'm excited to see what happens, and hopefully these storylines, these plot lines that they've been putting out will get fulfilled. I know, like, it's already had me in my watching other YouTube bags. Like, do you know a Who episode is good when you type in like what happened, like explanation for episode 5, explanation for episode 4, and I've already doing that because the episode 4 was kind of like a mind blower. I was like, I didn't even understand it. I had to go and do some research. And if you're doing research after you watch a Who episode, you're enjoying yourself. So yeah, I can't complain.
Okay, yeah, shout out to Doctor Who. I mean, I fell off after the 11th Doctor, but good to hear you're still going strong, man.
I got shamed for this in Comicon, so I'm going to keep quiet.
Yeah, shame.
Love me, man.
Nah, it's cool. Okay, so for me, I finished reading the manga, The Snow Country Hunting Life of the Northern Nobleman and the Eagle-like Wife. Great series, really fun. You know, just comfortable, just a nice slice of life with a man and his wife. And yeah, it was good.
That rhymed.
Unintentional. And then today I watched Haikyuu Battle of the Dumpster Ground. I'll keep it light. Spoilers for Ed. Yeah, great movie. Animation was on point, and I felt like they delivered. So good job.
Even if it was a movie, you still liked it?
Yeah, I don't think it felt rushed. So.
Okay, that's all I was waiting for you to say. That's all I wanted to hear. That's good.
They hit on the main story bits. I think like there was obviously some bits cut out, but you know, it's only 1 hour 20 minutes in it. So
fair enough.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. That's it's about time, you know. Oh, Champions League final is on, so yeah, you know we're about to evaporate. Dortmund versus Real Madrid.
Who do you got, everyone?
Not sure. Yeah, last minute predictions.
I want Dortmund to win it, but Real Madrid probably win it.
Okay, Ed.
That's the easiest Real Madrid 2-1 I've ever seen.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the black and yellow Dortmund.
Yeah.
Everyone
wants them to win, but this man are inevitable, bro. Every time they come to a final, they lose it.
It's actually true. That's why.
I have hope.
Okay. Well, okay, we'll catch you guys in the next one next week, next month, you know, when you'll see us. But yeah, have a good one. Have a good week. Bye.
Peace.
Deuces.
Love you.